Right. Good evening. Are you getting my voice? Hello. Are you getting my voice? Just respond in chat window. So what I am typing, just give the response. With this I can get a confirmation that you are getting my voice. So yesterday we had first session. Today we are going with the second session. And don't text me in chat window when the session will start. All these things. I hate first that type of stupid messages from you guys. Because we are very clearly mentioned that session will start at 7:15. Now it started 2 minutes back. Okay, now so you should have a lot of patience regarding this. Don't have the patience, I can't help you because 7 o'clock is the login time. Session time will be 7:15. Okay, now so don't text any message like when session will start. So please start the session. All these things we know when we have to start. So right. Next, I'm clearly mentioned session will start at 7:15. Again, why you are putting messages, right? I hope you are all getting right. So that type of people will not continue the class also. Just hadaudi hangama. People will go to cinema theater, will wait hours together, but in class they can't. Right. 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 Okay. Right. Shall we start? Okay. Now come back to our discussion. Yesterday we had a first session there we learned about what is .NET. It was small introduction about .NET. So now today we are going to start. It was yesterday class. Yesterday class notes I am sending you. Right. So anyhow, my team will share you the yesterday session notes to you in your WhatsApp groups. And who are not joined in WhatsApp groups, ping to my team and join in our .NET WhatsApp groups. They will share you the notes. Again, yesterday notes. And today we are going to start. I told very clearly it's the second session. We are going to start what C#.NET. Yesterday we understood very clearly. First we have to learn C#.NET. Then we have to learn ASP.NET. So now first question is, what is C#.NET? What is the C#.NET? Answer. C#.NET is, can you answer for this question? Yesterday already I had given a clarity about this. What is C#.NET? Come on, fast. And one more important point I want to tell you. .NET is a software platform. It was introduced by Microsoft in the year 2002. In this we have languages and technologies. C#.NET is a language. ASP.NET is a technology. And this .NET can learn any graduate, BCom to BTech, any student can learn 100% this subject and can become masters in .NET, no doubt about it, right? So what is C#.NET? C#.NET is a C#.NET is a .NET language. 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 Right. Second point, it's a .NET language. Means .NET is supporting for multiple programming languages. Among that, C#.NET is one language. Next, why C#.NET? Why C#.NET? To define the functionality of .NET application. To define the functionality of the .NET application. You are developing a .NET application. When you are developing an application by using .NET platform, but to define the functionality of that application, we require to write the program. To write that program, you require a language called C#.NET. C#.NET. I didn't understand, sir. What is it? I didn't understand. Very simple. You are developing one application by using .NET. Or developed one application by using .NET. So this is your .NET application. So this .NET application you have written, it's a login page, user ID and password, text boxes and a login button. You have written login button and you have your database. The database contains one table called users list table, and the users list table contain two columns. One is UID, second is password. It has all the registered users. For example, Rama is user ID, password is ABC. Sita is another user ID, password is XYZ. User entered Rama and user entered password is ABC and click which button, login button. Then this application wants to communicate database and it should verify the user ID and password. If both are matching, it will come with true, good results, like it will redirect it to the next page. Now let's assume that it is called login page. We'll go to next page. But to communicate this application to the database, we should write logic. To write this logic, we need to write program, software program. To write that software program, we required a programming language. That programming language is C#.NET. So that's why to define this is called functionality. To define the functionality of .NET application, we required a language called C#.NET. I hope you are clear. So understood about this explanation, all of you guys, why C#.NET, all of you guys. Don't put a message called voice is getting breaking. Voice is 100% clear from my end. Maybe one or two persons who is having breaking, don't text the messages fastly. I will disturb and log off from the session unnecessarily. So instead of that, you log off and log in. Maybe it will rectify your problem. Right? Did you understand about this? Again, I am telling you. What is C#.NET? People said it is a .NET language boss. .NET is a supporting multi-languages. Among that, C#.NET is one. Why C#.NET? To define the functionality of .NET application. To define the functionality of .NET application. To define the functionality of .NET application, you require C#.NET. Your .NET application is communicating the database. Assume that want to communicate database. For example, with the help of your .NET application, you developed a login page. The login page is taking two fields, user ID and password. And user entered user ID, user entered password. Click login button. Whenever user click login button, that application is communicating the database. Communicating the database. That application is communicating the database. So it should communicate the database. So, and will verify this is user list table, database table. It will contain all the registered users. There are two registered users, Rama, user ID, password ABC, user ID Sita, password XYZ. And when you click the login button, it will come. When you click the login button, you should write this logic. This should happen. The functionalities, it should communicate the database, will verify the given user ID and password. If both are matching, it will redirect to the next page. For to write this logic, we need to write a program. To write this program, we require a programming language. That programming language is .NET is C#.NET. For this, we required C#.NET. That is importance. I hope you are clear now. Understood, all of you guys. Babu, are you clear? Brother, I am telling you only one word to you, all the people. Don't scare about any programming in my class. You are attending .NET classes with RN Reddy. Remember this point. I will make you masters in .NET. After my classes, 3 to 5 years guy is sitting in one side, you are sitting in another side. I am sure you will reach that person 100%. Right? Are you clear? Yes. So right next right. So next point is not only C#.NET, .NET is supporting for multi languages, but only why C#.NET, why not VB.NET ante among all the .NET languages like C#.NET, VB.NET, C++.NET, VC++.NET, .NET is the language is succeeded like anything. Due to that reason, majority of the projects, 99.99% of the projects are using C#.NET. Right. Next, come back to our discussion, right? What is C#.NET is over. Why C#.NET is over? Next question. What type of programming language is C#.NET? So is it what type of programming language? Answer is C#.NET is C#.NET is object-oriented programming language. C#.NET is what you know, object-oriented programming language. Sir, what is this object-oriented programming language means what, sir? Immediately, student is getting doubt. I didn't understand this line, sir. It's very confusing to me. 100% you will have this confusion. Here I will give you one small clarity, brother. Programming languages are two types. Or programming approaches are two types. Programming approaches are two types. Programming approaches are how many types? Two types. Number one is called procedural oriented. Srinivas is there in the class. Procedural oriented approach. Srinivas is there in the class. Next, number two, object oriented. From my team who are there in the class, object oriented approach. Object oriented approach. Right. Number one is called procedural oriented approach. Number two is called object oriented approach. Programming approaches are two types. Number one is called Sai is there in the class. Who is there? Right. Procedural.
Aarti is here, sir.
Aarti, you call to Jyoti, get her to log in into the session. Make her to log in into the session as an organizer with you. She should also have experience how to organize the classes. I forgot to tell. Okay, right. Programming
Okay.
approaches are two types: procedural oriented approach, object oriented approach. And what is procedural oriented approach? Next, what is object oriented approach? What is procedural oriented approach? And what is object oriented approach? Why this discussion came into the industry here? Because here we talk one line. Babu, C#.NET is a object oriented programming language. What it means? Because to understand this, even in C# classes, 25 classes will discuss about OOPs. But as a student like you in the entry level, this will it will ping you like anything. That's the reason here I'm giving you simple clarity in 5 to 8 minutes. May you understood or may not you understood, but I'll try my level best. So here, try to understand. Procedural oriented approach means what? In procedural oriented approach. In procedural oriented approach, program is a collection of procedures. Program is a collection of what is that? Procedures or functions or methods. So again, I'm asking a question to all the people. How many programming approaches we have in IT industry? Come and respond in chat window, all of you. How many programming approaches we have in IT industry? Respond in chat window. What is the number one? What is the number two? Fast. If you are not responding, you are waste to attend the class. What is the first approach? What is the second approach? Number one is called what? Answer properly in chart window. First approach is called procedural oriented approach. Second approach is called object oriented approach. Okay, so now come back to our discussion, what we discussed till the time. First question I'm asking you, answer in chart window. What is C#.NET first? What is C#.NET first? What is C#.NET first? Come on. What is C#.NET? C#.NET is what? Come on, answer. It is a .NET language. Second question, why C#.NET? Why C#.NET? Second question, why C#.NET? Why to define the functionality of the application. Why C#.NET? To define the functionality of the .NET application. What type of programming language is C#.NET? What type of programming language is C#.NET? Come on, respond in chat window. Right. What type of programming language is C#.NET? Object-oriented programming language. Next, programming approaches are two types, I said. Number one, procedural oriented approach. Number two, object oriented approach. What is procedural oriented approach? I asked you. What is procedural oriented approach? Here, in procedural oriented approach, program is a collection of procedures or functions or methods. So structure of program structure of procedural oriented approach. POA ante procedural oriented approach. Instead of writing big line, I have written POA. Well, again, you will get confused there only, because you will always try confusion. I love you. You will do like that. Unnecessarily issues will come here. Program structure of procedural oriented approach means, in procedural oriented approach lo, how will be your code structure, your program structure? I am going to show you here. I said it is a collection of procedures or functions. I'm going to show you here. Program will be like this. Okay, so how will be the program here? Program, yes. So it will start with like this. The total program will be like this. M1, here you have a function. Here you will have a some logic. Here again you will have another function called M2. Again you will have some logic. And here you will have a function called main. And the main function will contain first calling M1. Next main will call M2, right? Main will call M2. The code will be in this format. So this is called procedural oriented approach. Means here you can observe, by today your theoretical introduction will complete. Tomorrow the beautiful concept will start, that is programming will start. Try to understand. So, but to write the program today, today we are understanding C# introduction. It's a simple introduction. M1 is the name of the function or method. This is called signature. And opening brace to closing brace, it is logic. M2 is the another function. This is the signature. Here you will have the logic. And main is another method, and it is the signature. And here you contain opening brace to closing brace. And you remember this, here you have three functions. M1, M2, a main. Sir, what is the role of main? Any programming language you take, when you run this application, program execution starts by main method, controlling by main method, and by main method. This is method or function definition. This is function call. This is function call, like that. How this program will execute, sir? Now I am going to explain with my tracing how this code will execute. Whenever you run this program, your execution engine will start your code from the main method like this. Main, where are you? Then execution engine will call like that. Then main will say, brother, I am here. Then it will catch. Then it will start execution from opening brace. Then it will execute M1. So here M1 is calling M1, where are you? Then control will go to M1, will execute, will come back. Next it will call M2, where are you? It will call and execute. And once it is encountered the closing brace of the main method, program execution is completed. Program execution is completed. A programming language which will support, which will follow above approach is called as procedural oriented programming language. Procedural oriented programming language. Example for procedural oriented language. Example for procedural oriented language. Have you seen in any language this approach in your studies till the time? Right, come on. Which language you have seen this procedure? Right, C language. So C language is the procedural oriented language. So note here, due to some limitations of above approach, industry experts are introduced a new programming approach, that is called object-oriented programming approach. Object-oriented approach. Industry experts are introduced object-oriented approach. So now we are going to understand this object-oriented approach. So don't expect any notes from me from chart window. You should write simultaneously on your paper. What is object-oriented approach? What is object-oriented approach? Only today, second session, that's why I'm sending you. But don't expect the notes from me. Every time when the session is going on, if you want to send me notes like this, it will be very difficult task for me to send. Try to understand, right? Okay, now, right. Next, let's understand about this. A programming language. 1 minute. What is object-oriented programming approach? What is object-oriented programming approach? What is it, sir? You can ask me. Answer. In object-oriented programming approach, program is a collection of, in object-oriented programming approach, program is a collection of classes. In object-oriented programming approach, program is a collection of classes. Program is a collection of classes. Program is a collection of classes. In object-oriented programming approach, or program is a collection of classes. Now I'm going to show you this structure also. Whenever you write a object-oriented programming, this will contain a class concept. What is that? I'll show you. Structure of object, program structure of, program structure of object-oriented approach. Program structure of object-oriented approach. Here you define classes like C1 class. Class C1. C1 is the name of the class. Class is a keyword. Opening brace to closing brace. Again, now here you will define a method called M1. Here you define a method called M1. So here M1. And here you define another method called M2. Here you define another method called M2. You see. This we can say, you observe. Directly you cannot write the methods. To write the methods compulsory you should write in the class. C1 class contain 2 methods. Okay, like that you can write multiple classes. The code will be in the form of directly not functions. That methods or functions should be part of the class. Next, class C2. Next, class C2. Within the C2 class, I'm defining a method called main. Same, directly not within the C2 class. Finally, in this structure, you can observe you have 2 classes, C1 class, C2 class. C1 class contain 2 functions, M1 and M2. C2 class contain main. Within the main method, I am calling C1.M1 and a class name dot method name. Next, C1.M2 means here you are calling the second method. Second method, class name dot method name. So is it compulsory that it should call with the help of class name and some methods will call with the help of class name, some method will call with the help of object name. That we will understand in future. Right now, just I'm giving a simple foundation here. Whenever you run this application, how it will execute, I'm going to explain. Whenever you run this application, your program execution again starts from main method. First, this line will execute c1.m1. Control will go to c1 class, will execute m1, will come back. Next, c1.m2. Control will go to c1 class, will execute m2, encountered, and come back. Okay, come back. And once it is encountered the closing brace of the main method, program execution is completed. So here you have to understand one important point, that is a programming language which will support, which will follow the above programming approach, above programming approach, above programming approach, which is called as object-oriented programming language. Example for object-oriented programming languages. Object-oriented programming languages. Example for object-oriented programming languages: C++, Java, C#.NET. So that is the story about this story. Are you clear? Right. So that C#.NET is a object-oriented programming language. Because of this one line, we required this much explanation. Right. So due to that reason, we discussed all these things. C#.NET is an object-oriented language. That's why we will discuss 20 to 25 classes. We will discuss only object-oriented programming concepts. Try to understand what I said. Okay, don't raise any unnecessary questions, not required. Okay, you are attending classes with R.N. Reddy. Okay, whatever doubts you are going to get today will clear tomorrow. Tomorrow doubt will clear day after tomorrow. Concentrate my explanation. Don't disturb yourself with unnecessary doubts. Right. Come back to our discussion. So that is the story. Everybody, sir, what about Python, sir? Python is a procedural oriented plus, brother. What doubt student will get? Faculty know very well. I am sure I can guess your doubts. Will get clear in my explanation. Don't worry. Python is procedural oriented plus object oriented. Remember this point. Both approaches it will support. That is Python. So I hope you are clear. Next, let's understand the next level. Let me send this note. Sending notes is very difficult task. Instead of that, I'll give you the directly one document for you. Don't worry. Are you clear? People will call, sir, your notes is Chandamama's storybook. Don't worry. I will give you Chandamama's storybook to you also. Right. But meanwhile, whatever I am typing in my notepad, you record on paper. Yes. So I am not recording means you are a so lazy person. What can I do? Right. So are you getting point? Advantages of object-oriented programming is what, sir? Don't ask me any questions now. Things will get clear. Like total, this course will go 4 months. 20 sessions are free sessions. A total course will go 4 months. So climax scene we can't explain in the beginning of the scene, right? When the cinema titles are going on, in climax what will happen? How hero will kill the villains are, and what can I explain? Are you clear? Just now I am introducing the first scene only, right? So that is the story. Wait for some time. Your excitement I can understand, but don't put any question here. Wait till when you will wait, you will understand the things, right? Next, features of C#.NET, and we're going to see the language features. Language features, right? Number one, every statement should end with semicolon. Every statement should end with semicolon. Example, in C#.NET, your every statement should end with semicolon, like statement 1, statement 2, like this. Number 2, It is a it is a case sensitive language. It is a case sensitive language. Example. It is a case sensitive language. Example. Int a. Generally, we'll write example like int a equal to 10. So it will give you error. Why? Because here you declared a variable as small a, but you are initializing 10 into capital A. Brother, it's a case sensitive language. That's why it is giving what? Error. So that is the story. Right. This is a second feature is telling that your C#.NET is a case sensitive language. It's a case sensitive language. Right. Next, come back to our discussion. Let's go for third feature of the C#.NET. It supports it supports block level programming. It supports block level programming. It supports block level programming. Example for block. Example for block. Opening brace to closing brace is a block. Statement 1, statement 2, statement 3. So it's a block. Example, it supports block level programming. Example for block. Example for block. It supports block level programming. Example for block. Right. Okay. So understood all of you. So like this. And whenever you want to write a collection of statements, you are using blocks now like this. This is called blocks. Okay. Right. So even though you can observe that your C language is also a block level programming language, you observed or not. And a C language, every statement also should end with what? Semicolon. And C language is also a case sensitive language. And almost your C language features and C#.NET features are matching. So just I told you guys only 3 features. Enough. That is enough. Not required more than that. Are you clear? Yes. So up to here understood all of you. Up to here understood all of you. What I have explained till the time. Are you clear? All of you guys. Let me explain. Let me know how did you understand the class till the time. Right. Next. Are you clear? Yes. Next. So what I am telling you next is how to learn C#.NET. How to learn C#.NET. Answer with the help of console application. With the help of console application. How to learn C#.NET with the help of console application. With the help of what application? Console application. Right. With the help of console application, I should learn what? C#.NET. Right. So that is the story. Next, what is console application? Yesterday we have seen what is Windows application, what is web application. Then what do you mean by console application? All of you guys, tell me. Any idea? How many people know about console application? Sir, I know about console application. Anyone can say, I know console application first. Right, first. What is console application? What is console application? Come on. What is console application? Let me explain to you. How many people know about console application? It's a very like a connective concept to you. What is console application? Let me explain to you. Features of console application. It is single user application. First of all, the console application also single user like Windows application. Okay, to consume console application, end user doesn't require internet connectivity. It's a single user, end user doesn't require internet connectivity, don't require internet to consume the console application for end user. Okay, it will not have any special user interface. Special user interface. User interface means a screen which is accepting input from the user, display output. It will not have any special user interface. It will accept input from the user and it will okay guys, it will accept input from the user and it will display output to the user with the help of with the help of command prompt window. Bracket of that window is called console window. Command prompt window or console window, for example, right? So you will have command prompt window, command prompt CMD, command prompt window. Input and output will be within the command prompt window. Input and output, that is called console window. Those applications are console applications. Actually, console application is the same as Windows application, but only one difference is Windows application will have a graphical user interface like buttons, text boxes, like the decorations. But console application will not have all these hangama. For example, you take what is it? Calci. Calci is also Windows application, but it is also single user application because it should be installed in your machine. And to use this Calci, don't require internet connection, but it will have a special user interface. You can observe it will have special user interface. But whereas your Windows console application will not have any special user interface, it will have input and output will be within the command prompt window only. That is the difference. And Windows application and console application, this application also application should install within the end user machine, so that is the story about what application, console application. So whenever you want to learn C#.NET or any programming language, we will take the help of console application. Due to that reason, you are learning your C language, you are learning your Python language, you are learning your core Java language with the help of what applications, brother? That applications are called console applications. That applications are called what applications? Console applications. It doesn't have any special user interface. So that is, so then what you can say, what is the main purpose of, and when we will go for console applications? Answer: whenever we want to learn programming languages like C language, Python, Java, your core Java language you will learn with the help of, or C#.NET, you will use what applications? Console applications. console applications. That's it. That is the story about. So how to learn C#.NET with the help of console application. Now I am going to explain what is console application. Also I explained very clearly. So that is the story. So but most of the students, whenever they are learning C language, just now we given C language class. So C language law, you have written some program now. You have written some program here, test.c. Right? You compile this program and you execute this program and you are getting output. Where you are getting output, command prompt window. This window is not a graphical user interface. It's a command prompt window, black window, no colors, no text boxes, no buttons, no graphical user interface, because your application is a console application. Your application is a console application. And as well as you go for Python language. Just now I'll show you your Python code. You see, so your Python program, I'm going to show you here. Edit with IDLE, your Python program. This is a Python file it is. Your Python file it is. You see, save, return the code, right? So you run the program, you see. Getting output, what output it is? Command prompt window, like a plain window, console window, no graphical user interface. So like this. Right now in my system, Core Java is there. Otherwise, I can show you that also. So that is the story. But even though who are completed engineering and after learn all these languages, when they will come to my .NET class, then I'll ask about, do you know console application? I don't know, sir. Where is it, sir? Can we get it, sir? Babu, every day which you are using C language programs, your Java programs, console, core Java programs, all are console applications only, right? Next question, why why we are learning programming languages with the help of console application? Why we are learning programming languages with the help of console applications? Answer is easy to learn because because console applications are console applications are lightweight 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 applications. That means lightweight means that means no text boxes, means no controls and so on. Like lightweight. There is no hangama, black and white plain output window, nothing else. Easy to the programmer, not to have any extra activities, just plain window. So it's an easy code window, plain output window. That's the reason we all give priority to learn programming languages with the help of console applications. Now we are going to start console programming in .NET with the help of C#.NET language, right? So guys, how to create a new console application by using .NET? How to create a new console application by using .NET. With the help of .NET, how to create a new console application with the help of .NET. Yes, how to create a new console application with the help of actual class timing is 7:15 p.m. to actually 1 hour, 1.5 hours. Starting we'll have 45 minutes to 50 minutes class only. Slowly we'll 7:15 to 8:15 you assume like that. So like that, understood all of you. How to create a new console application by using .NET. How to create a new console application by using .NET. So for this we are going to do start programs menu, start programs menu. So in Windows, start programs menu. This is your programs menu. Here you will have Visual Studio, Microsoft Visual Studio. Here you will have Microsoft Visual Studio option, Visual Studio.net. You will have Visual Studio.net option. Are you clear? And Visual Studio option you will have. Next in Visual Studio, there you will have Visual Studio. After that, yes, Visual Studio, Visual Studio.net. All these things you will have. Visual Studio.net. Okay, here you press enter. Then it will open your Visual Studio.net. Now I'm going to show you. Start. We'll see where it is. Whenever you install, it will add here. So Python for Visual Studio, right? Microsoft Visual Studio, Microsoft Visual Studio 2012, Microsoft Test Manager. Are you clear? So, and or else it will create a shortcut in your system. Okay, in program menu, right? Okay, it will create a shortcut in your system. On your desktop also it will create. Otherwise, you just type here Visual Studio is showing here. You can observe Visual Studio 2015. 2015. Just click this icon. You can observe this. Here it is showing. So this is the symbol of Visual Studio. Okay. Shortcut is DEVENV. Always you remember DEVENV. DEVENV means development environment. DEV and development. ENV means environment. It will show you. Are you clear? Or else you can write Visual Studio. Visual Studio like this. Just click this icon. With this process, it will open Visual Studio.net IDE. With this process, what will happen? It will open. Our people will share you the document of .NET software installation in WhatsApp groups. You follow it, you can install, but it will take 2 to 4 hours time. Should have a lot of patience. It will open Visual Studio.net IDE. Visual Studio.net IDE. IDE stands for integrating development environment. Environment means we will use this IDE to write the programs in .NET. Then immediately you can ask me, what is Visual Studio.net, sir? Babu, it is a tool. It is a tool we use in .NET to develop the applications. Finally, you can say it's called a development environment. You can say it is called .NET development environment. .NET development environment. It is called as, what is this? .NET development environment. Right. So that is called Visual Studio. What is Visual Studio? It is called .NET development environment we can use. Are you clear? Yes. So understood, everybody. I hope you are clear. Right. So right next to right. Are you clear? So this is the story. Understood. Now you can observe you are entered into Visual Studio.net IDE. Here we have some options, guys. New project, one option. Open project, another option. New project is for to create a new application. Open project option is to open the existing project, already created project. Very simple. Don't tense by seeing all these angama. It is very, very easy. A 6th class student also can learn this .NET. I'm sure. I'm giving assurance. New project. Click on. So you can write here. Click on. We should have lot of patience. Click on only one thing, brother, in your career. Now if you have patience to learn, you will get job, you will get monthly very good amount of money, and you can enjoy your life. If you will not show the patience depending on parents money and enjoying the days, all I'm say, tomorrow if you didn't settle well, you should have lot of patience to get the money from your brothers, sisters, and friends. When you want expenses, you have to depend on them, no doubt about that. There you should show the patience, which is best you decide. Are you clear? So future, I am telling you, if these words are not tasty for you, but definitely practically you will see, I'm sure. New project, click on what I said, new project. Click on new project. So then it will create a new project. You see, click on new project. With this process, it will open new project window. Here it is opening what window? New project window. Here select language as Visual C Sharp, nothing but C Sharp.NET language. So here, so what is this? With this, it will open new project window. Here, select language as Visual C Sharp and template. Template means type of application. Type of application as console application. Type of application as what application? Console application. You see, console application. Rename it as my console application. Rename it as some name you give, whatever it is. Rename it as my console application. My console application. My console application. And location as some D drive or some drive, your choice. Sir, in my system, D drive is not there, sir. E drive is there. ఏదో ఒక డ్రైవ్ వాడు, పెన్ డ్రైవ్ అన్న వాడు, no issues. Are you clear? Student will ask this type of questions also. Nothing wrong, but I am telling you. Some location I am saving in D drive. Okay, guys. Name, location. ఏంటి బ్రదర్ ఇదంతా అంటే very simple, brother. Which environment you are using? Which platform? .NET is the platform we are using. Okay, what is the development environment we are using? Babu, Visual Studio.NET is the .NET development environment. What is the type of application, sir? Console application. What is the language, sir? C Sharp.NET. What is the name of the application, sir? My console. Sir, what is the location? D drive. Again, I'm asking a question to all the people. What is the software platform we are using today for this? First, what is the software platform we are using today? .NET. .NET. Which version I am using? You use it. 2015. Don't do overaction. Don't give me the ideas. Use 2019 or 2020. I know what I should use. Okay. You know only version numbers, but you don't know anything. With version numbers, you can't do anything. Are you clear? That type of stupid doubts, if you will post in text, I'll remove from the class. Are you clear? You don't know ABCD in .NET, you are asking use that version, this version. I am using 2015. If you like, you attend. Otherwise, don't attend. Don't go to doctor and advising how to do injection. Doctor, do injection like this. Going to the doctor, use stethoscope like this. తాతకు దగ్గులు నేర్పుతున్నట్టుంది మీ సజెషన్స్ అని. ఓవర్ యాక్షన్స్ పెట్టద్దు ప్లీజ్. Don't disturb my explanation flow. Which version, what? We know how to teach. Are you clear? So are you clear? Here I am telling you what is the software platform we are using. What is the software platform we are using? .NET. What is the development environment? Visual Studio.NET. Visual Studio. 150 batches, thousands of students. What suggestions you are giving to me? నాకు నవ్వు వస్తుంది ఒకసారి ఓవర్ యాక్షన్ చూస్తుంటే. Are you clear? Right. Software platform ఏమో .NET అమ్మా. డెవలప్మెంట్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ ఏమో విజువల్ స్టూడియో. బట్ రన్ టైమ్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ అంటారు, దాన్ని ఫ్రేమ్వర్క్ అంటారు. .NET ఫ్రేమ్వర్క్. దిస్ ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ ఇస్ .NET ఫ్రేమ్వర్క్. అండ్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద టైప్ ఆఫ్ అప్లికేషన్? Which type of application we are developing? Console application. What is the type of application? Console application. What is the language we are using? What is the language we are using? What is the language we are using? C Sharp.NET. What is the name of the application? What is the name of the application? My console application name. What is the location you are using? Which location you are saving? D drive. Which location? D drive. Oh, click OK button. Click OK button. With this process, a new console application will create. With this process, a new console application will create. Now we can go to our D drive. We can go to our D drive. Yes. Okay. In D drive lo manam chudochu. Whatever application we created just now, we can see. We can see my console application name ichindene my amma. My. You can observe, brother, all of you. This is your folder, application folder. This is the day 2. This is the time 8 to 12 ayindamma. Right. Your application is created and it will have some supporting files. If you will open, you can see this is your right. Okay. Yeah. So it's your programming file, Visual Studio solution file under the Visual Studio solution file. Solution file is a folder, right? Are you clear? Suppose after you closed this application, you saved, you closed. Tomorrow you come and you want to open it. How to open it, sir? Ante, how to open it? Ante, very simple. Again, open development environment, Visual Studio development environment. In recent projects, you will have this application, My Console application. This is the one procedure. To open yesterday created application. Again, close. Another procedure is go to D drive. Go to D drive and go to D drive. My Console application. Go to D drive. My Console application. Are you clear? My Console application. Open the folder. You select the solution file. Here you have solution, Visual Studio solution file. Double click. Just it will open again. It will open. This is another procedure to open the created application. And the third procedure is open your Visual Studio. Open your Visual Studio.net and click open project option. This option, open project option. Click open project option and go to D drive. In D drive, you go to My Console application. In My Console application, you select the solution file. You select the solution file. Click open, right? So it's getting open. That's it. It's getting open. This is the story, right? Understood, all of you? That's it. This is the way. Okay. Tomorrow we try to understand the complete remaining part of this. Okay. So try to understand. How did you understand today class? Text me back in chat window. How did you understand? How is today class? How did you understand? Okay, right. Actual total training part will be 2 parts. Part 1 free classes. Part 1 no free. Free చెప్తాను 20 sessions, 2 sessions completed. Up to loops, I will try to cover. Okay, up to loops I'm trying, but I'm not sure 20 sessions ఎంతవరకు అయితే అది చెప్తాను. Part 2 is what you can say. It will start from the OOPS onwards. OOPS in C#, total language, ASP.NET, ADO.NET. Total course will take for 4 months. Free batch I'll allow all the people, hundreds of people, 1,000 people I'll allow. But part 2 ki paid course, it's a paid, will take only 50 students because 100% will place these 50 students. That is my goal. 100. Why we require time pass people? Already so many people are paid for this course few months back, waiting for the batch. So I'm considering them priority. And I'll take some more admissions from this batch also. But to whom I will take, I will decide. Very clear. The paid course and taking not all the people. I have money, sir. I will learn .NET. Will not take like that. Because after .NET course is completed, my students should not be on road. That is my goal. I want to place them. But the student also should have that strong attitude. So many people are asking, free course ki kuda I'll give you fundamentals course completion certificate. Full course ki kuda full course completion. .NET full stack completed. Are you clear? We will give you. Don't worry. Are you understood, all of you guys? So paid course, I have the money, I'll pay the fees, and not like that. We will see to whom we will pay, give you the choice to attend that 50 students, right? Okay, guys, how did you understand? How did you understand? Means 100% I want to place the .NET trained student. A student who is traveling with us 4 or 5 months means we have to. We have to. Are you clear? Yes. So, right, understood. Today, last 5 minutes. Again, I'll explain to you. Tomorrow, you don't require to worry. Just give me your feedback about today class in chat window. Then you can leave for today class. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye bye. We'll meet tomorrow. Not, I can't go fast track. I can go only slow track, detailed, and we'll give you one real time project here. End of the course, interview questions will be there. Real time project will be there. Who are not joined in WhatsApp groups, you try to join. The time will be 7:15 to 8:15. Thank you very much. We'll meet tomorrow.